Thursday, July 23rd. Test print, shot 2. This little desk lamp may work. Whoa! It has a warm bulb. If I could keep this from falling over. Oh my. 2 full wind shots were made on the Rex 4. I stopped it before it actually stopped itself. But this little desk dryer was used, and it was totally filled from one end to the other with 16mm film, over 30 feet fit. It's made for regular 8mm 50-foot rolls. They're not 50 foot, they're 25 foot, 33 feet before splitting. So I put the total amount of film on here, and then I found where the last picture ended and the leader began. I actually shot some gray card in there, but the picture was right here at the beginning, and I put the print film that far, and then I held it. When I printed it, I just, in the dark, held it up. It's only 3 feet long. Put it in the can and developed it. 3 minutes at 98 degrees in PCE. Now, this negative was developed by mistake in PCE. It turned out darker than number 5 from the previous tests. And I set the printing voltage with a 30 cyan filter. I set it to 6 volts, and when it was all done, it had reset itself to 5.5 volts. So that was the print, the 3-foot print. So I just developed it normally and hoped for the best, and it came out dark and rich. And it was shot at f/16. There were 17 lumens. It was 160 ASA. It was developed in PCE 3 minutes at 106 degrees. It was bleached 3 minutes, and then this one was bleached 1 minute. So it's all color. And it was shot in the shade, and you can see background that is sunlit at f/16. The pictures look great. I think they'll project just fine. I reset the voltage to print the long one. Now that I have a test, I set it on 5.5, and I'll probably just leave it there so it's a little bit lighter. So that's due to be printed next. So the voltage is set at just over 5, not 5.5, but below 5.5, but above 5 in that space. A piece of tape was put on to dial to hold it in place. So it'll print a little bit light. It looks like I have to reset the filter and move it a little bit. Alright, this is a projection with a lot of light in the basement. It is not dark in here. I had her reciting a Bible verse or something. Alright, this is the projection with the worst window blocked, so there's less light on the movie screen. Okay, here's the film. It's not so tightly wound that a lot more couldn't fit on there. This is 33 feet, so 50 feet would fit nicely. So I could use the UPB-1A tank to develop more film. This tank holds 1 liter of developer. That's how much I put in there. And it goes right in the top center. I think the UPB-1A chokes, and you have to use a funnel and a hose. Okay, so the voltage stayed the same between 5 and 5.5, and when I developed it, I advanced the clock after I loaded it, and then I started draining it before the 3 minutes were up. So slightly less time in developer, and the developer was slightly less than 98 degrees. Other than that, it was 1 minute bleach. You know, I had the stop bath, 1 minute bleach, less than 1 minute bleach actually, and 6 minutes fix. Lots of washing. Alright, this is not dark by any means, but it is the entire roll with the little piece, the test, stuck on the end of it. This was 7219, and it was developed in PCE by mistake. I did 2 full shots, a full wind each. There were 17.5 lumens at first, and then 17 for this one. So I opened the lens a half a stop more from 16 to 11. The print was made with 30 cyan,